Okay, so I would like to open up a discussion about shame, which is something I never really thought I had until yesterday when I got to my counselling session. And I tried to define shame in my head today and I couldn't really do it, so naturally I used Google. Definition of shame is a painful feeling of humiliation or distress caused by the consciousness of wrong or foolish behaviour. Now, when I look back at my life, I don't think there's anything that sticks out where I feel shame. I mean, don't get me wrong, I have been a moron at times, and I remember 10 seconds specifically where I was the worst person in the world. But apart from that, there wasn't anything that kind of really stood out. But yesterday, in this counselling session, actually no, I should jump back. A few sessions previously, she had like a box of pebbles and asked me to pick the one that most represented me now and the one that most represented the person I wanted to be, because apparently I have a problem with that. There's an unattainable Kate I really want to be, and then there's just me. So I'm trying to just accept me. Anyway, that's a whole different kettle of fish. And so she was kind of looking at this unattainable me and she's like, what do you think has dulled? Because it was a very sparkly, beautiful one. She was like, what do you think has dulled you in your life? What would you think has taken away your shine? It's weird because throughout my life, I'd say I had a pretty beautiful childhood. Nothing really went wrong. You know, I had the classic parents breaking up, but I don't really remember that affecting me greatly. The first thing that affected me the most was the first love and the first breakup, which is the guy I wrote all of Replaced about. And I started thinking about that breakup. Specifically, I started thinking about the two sexual experiences that I'd had with this guy that were etched in my brain, and I started crying kind of straight away, and I really struggled to say out loud the stuff that had happened. So I plucked up the courage and because I'm a very open, honest person, even to myself, you know, I don't really hide away from much. If something's bothering me, I tend to just kind of sit in it and get to the point straight away. But for some reason with this, I found it really hard to say out loud. And so I finally told her that these two experiences that were, you know, couldn't get away from. It felt really good. It felt really good to get them out. We were kind of talking about fault and blame for those things and where I put that blame, and I was thinking back to our 16-year-old selves, and I don't really blame him because he was, I don't know, a horny teenage boy, and you know, I don't think he knew any better, and I don't think schools really provided much about consent and what that felt and looked like. I don't blame 16-year-old me, I don't think, for just kind of freezing and not really knowing what to do. But she was like, you know, if you don't put the blame on him, then you will naturally be kind of putting that on yourself in some way. Sorry, I'm really wobbling this around. And so I think maybe subconsciously I have been placing blame on myself for these things, and the fact that I've not been wanting to speak about it or kind of it brought up loads of emotion when I did talk about it is a telltale sign that this is something that I have suppressed massively, which is why I wanted to talk about shame and kind of ask other people how it manifests in their life, and if it is something that is so suppressed that you don't even know it's there, or whether you have something that you feel so shameful about that you kind of know is there but you never want to get in touch with, or I don't know. I just wanted to talk about it because I now am left with this feeling of thinking about these kind of moments, and they were never normally in my kind of conscious daily thinking, but now I'm finding myself kind of thinking about it. I don't know how to feel about it. I don't know how to kind of get over that. I don't know whether that's forgiveness. I don't know whether that's getting in touch with the person and getting their side of it. I don't really know how to go forward. I'm wondering whether it is manifesting in my eating habits, because I've always had bad eating habits. A classic kind of thing is for people to eat and eat and eat so that they feel ugly and feel unattractive for people and that kind of thing. So that might be a cause, but I don't know. I just wanted to kind of talk about that and see what people thought. Yeah, it makes me so sad to think of 16-year-old girls and guys now who are potentially in the situation that I was and really didn't feel okay or ready to do things and were kind of being pushed into that. It comes with a world of pain after, so I do count myself very lucky that it was minor, I guess, excuse the weird pun, and that nothing seriously bad happened to me, and I really am grateful for that. I guess shame is just a universal thing and we all suppress it and we all have it, and yeah, I just wanted to open discussion. Sorry this is really all over the top and weird, and I haven't done a YouTube video in a while, so you can probably tell. But yeah, hope you guys are well, and chat to me please.